Welcome, everybody, to Season 5, Episode 21 of the Recap Show. I'm Jamie, and good news, everybody, Tim's feeling a lot better tonight.
I'm back!
Here.
What's up, everyone? It is the Recap Show on a weird and wacky Michigan weather kind of day. What's it like up your way right now, Rose?
Misting the last I saw.
Yeah, we started off with a temperature of like 42 today, and now it's raining and the temperature's starting to drop, so it's just rain. Nothing else at the moment. And it doesn't look like it's melted a whole lot of snow, but it might have melted some. And it was tip-up weekend, so it was a beautiful weekend for tip-up for everyone, so.
Yeah, I kind of read something there about tip-up. Sad news there, but we're not going to talk about the sad news, but anyway.
There was one funny thing that happened at the tip-up. I read that somebody had a shark. It was a dead shark that they said they caught in the lake.
What? I hope they're joking. I've swam in Devil's Lake before.
It was confirmed by my buddy Dan Sherry, who works for the Adrian Daily Telegram and is a fellow Addison person. That it was just a joke, and it was actually brought from Florida. So.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Well, as you can see, I don't have title belts this week. Tim's got the belts this week.
And as you can't see, I do have title belts.
Can't see you, Tim. Tim won 16-13 against me,
In
if
my
you're curious.
delirious state, I managed to win titles. How do you figure that one out?
I don't know. But, well, first off, we're going to some sad news. Legendary University of North Carolina coach Dean Smith passed away yesterday. One of the great coaches of all time in college basketball. I believe he was 81. So we're sorry to hear it.
He was Michael Jordan's coach,
Yes.
actually, too.
Yeah. Everybody who I've heard talking about him today has nothing but high respect for him.
Yes.
So
Not only as a coach, but as a person.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
very sad day in the coaching family, and we wish his family and loved ones and fans the best, and our condolences.
Yes. Well, let's get into some happier news. Let's get to some picks here. This is kind of becoming a gloomy show here for a minute. We're talking about sharks and talking about sad moments at tip up, talking about coaches passing away. Let's get to some happy stuff.
All right. We're starting off with some high school basketball, and speaking of slipping away, Ypsilanti takes it to Adrian, 61-29.
Madison defeats Sand Creek, 54-41.
We have Columbia Central over Blissfield, 55-48.
The Dexter girls defeat the Tecumseh girls, 53-11.
In our other girls' basketball game, we have the Hudson girls over Erie Mason, 52-37.
Back to boys basketball, we have Hillsdale staying undefeated, 68-58 over Onstead.
Good job, Hillsdale. We have Clinton over Morenci, 59-57, taking sole possession of first place in Lenawee County.
Yes, college men's basketball, and your first 3-point bonus game. Virginia defeats Louisville 52-47.
Villanova over Georgetown, 69-53.
Duke annihilates Notre Dame 90-60.
Wow. Illinois is defeating MSU 59-54 as MSU slinks down even further.
Central Michigan defeats Western Michigan 70-65.
Oh, and Michigan loses to Indiana 70-67.
It's been a rough basketball season for Michigan and Michigan State this year.
Yes, I don't know what's going on with MSU, but Michigan, a lot of their key players are hurt right now.
Yeah.
So. Not sure what's going on up there in East Lansing.
That's the great part about Michigan and basketball and Michigan State. There's always next season. Lake Superior State creams Hillsdale College 82-66.
That's a bummer. All right, we have some NLL lacrosse action. We have the Minnesota Swarm taking it, well, no, they didn't take it to, but beating the Rochester Nighthawks in OT 7-6.
Also getting a big victory in overtime, the Buffalo Bandits defeat the Calgary Roughnecks 15-14.
Wow. Two great games this weekend.
In pro lacrosse.
We have NHL hockey action going on here. We have the Red Wings over the Phoenix Coyotes 3-1.
Actually, I think it's Arizona Coyotes, actually, now that I researched that a little bit closer. So
You're right, they did. I think they did move, didn't they?
Well, they didn't move, but they're no longer known specifically just the Phoenix Coyotes. They're the Arizona Coyotes.
Yes, they are. You're right.
But it doesn't matter, so.
Yeah.
The Vancouver Canucks.
It might matter a little to the Coyote fans.
Yeah, this is true. Well, it's not like I said the Denver Coyotes or the San Francisco Coyotes. At least I was in your state.
It's hard to keep track of every name change that goes on.
It is sometimes. The Vancouver Canucks shut out the Pittsburgh Penguins 5-0.
We really do need to get us an intern or something.
We do. Find some college student.
Yes. If you're interested, send your resumes to. Okay, let's see. Where do we leave it off at?
With 19, NBA action.
All right, we got NBA basketball action. This is a 3-point bonus game. We have the Atlanta Hawks over the Warriors, 124-116.
And your last game of the week, the Detroit Pistons get a big win over the Denver Nuggets, 98-88.
Yes. Go Pistons.
Go Pistons. Still doing pretty good. Well.
That's it for your picks this week.
Yeah, buddy. Let me see what else we got here. Clippers Griffin needs surgery on his. I think he has a staph infection in his elbow.
Ooh.
So I don't know how long he's going to be out for.
Ouch.
It's just a staph infection. It's no big deal. Let me go to the page here.
Congratulations goes out to the Hudson Wrestling team for edging Dundee this weekend by 3 points.
Ooh.
They're in at the Saturday's Lenawee County Athletic Association tournament in Columbia Central. They have clinched a share of the league championship at this point. Let's see what else they have about them. The Tigers had 5 LCAA champions this weekend, so that's pretty cool. Hudson will host a Division 4 team district tournament on Wednesday.
Arena football is starting up in 47 days.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Happy birthday goes out to Mathard Stafford of the Detroit Lions. And this one's exciting for me. I didn't know this, but the Blissfield girls basketball team won 33 straight regular season games before Thursday's loss. So, yeah, congratulations. That's quite the feat there by Blissfield.
Yes, it is. More wrestling news. This is actually high school wrestling, not WWE stuff. Addison shares the conference title with Manchester after finishing second at Friday's individual league meet. Manchester finished the match with 277 points and ahead of Michigan, beating Michigan Center, and Addison went 7-0 in league duels. And again, they have quite a few people. It's 1-2. So Addison will host its Division 4 Team District Tournament this upcoming Thursday, and that is in Addison. Let's see.
Major League Baseball's new commissioner is expecting to have a conversation about Pete Rose's Hall of Fame eligibility. Does the Cincinnati Reds legend finally deserves a plaque in Cooperstown? Here's his resume. All-time hit leader, 3-time World Series champion, World Series MVP, 17-time All-Star, NL MVP, and a 3 times batting champion. I'm sorry, I understood he betted on baseball, and I know that that's not probably the best thing he should have done, but I'm sorry, the guy deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
He bet on baseball. There's so many more horrible things that go on in baseball now.
Yep.
The drug usage, the illegal substances.
Yep.
There's no reason why betting on a game should be keeping him out of the Hall of Fame.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, that's not probably the best thing he should have done, but you put him in already. It's time.
He didn't throw. He wasn't throwing the game.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, it says what egotistical, confidence he had in himself. He's betting on his team.
Yeah. That
they're going to win.
I mean, I've heard reports that there's murderers in the Hall of Fame. Although I will have to say this, Pete Rose is in a Hall of Fame. The WWE Hall of Fame, mind you. And yes, that is a true fact.
Yes, that is true. That is a true fact.
And actually, you know what? I just actually listened to a podcast by Triple H. And in the podcast, he explained why some people aren't in the Hall of Fame and other people are in the Hall of Fame. And actually, it kind of made sense with the reasoning behind it. But
if you're a wrestling fan, you should probably check out that podcast because it was a good, good serious podcast. It's not, Stone Cold is Stone Cold. He doesn't have a character, I don't think. He's himself pretty much all the time.
Yeah. But
Triple H is in no form in any kind of character. He's being him, his true self, and speaking with true, confident answers. And it was a good watch. Yeah.
I'll find a video of it and post it to the blog for anybody who wants to check it out. It's about an hour-long podcast, but it held my attention for the entire thing. So.
Mine too. It was very interesting.
I think that's about all I have for us this week.
Looks like Sacramento Kings are in talks with George Karl for their head coaching position. It's looking good that he's a possibility of a top candidate for that position. The Pistons play Minnesota Timberwolves tonight at 6 p.m. on Fox Sports Detroit, or you can hear the game on Detroit Sports 1050. I'm sorry, no, you can't listen to it on 1050. It's 105.1 on your radio dial. Somewhere here I was reading too. Man, you might have covered that. I don't even know. Jerry Rice admits to he wore stickums on his gloves.
Oh. Cheating.
And doesn't see anything wrong with that.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh, and speaking of interesting, too, we also have an interesting situation developing in Cleveland for the football team. Brian Hoyer says he's keeping all his options open because there's a situation developing in Cleveland where, what are they calling it? Texting gate or something like that? Something texting, but apparently they're saying that people other than the coaches, owners, businessmen associated with the Cleveland football team, are saying, it wasn't the Cavaliers, sorry, I'm talking football, not basketball, even though the Cavaliers are playing on TV right now. But apparently, they were texting to the sideline telling the coach, this is all speculation, yes, it's coming out, we don't have the full details on it, that they were calling in plays and seeing certain plays that they want seen done. Hence the reason why Johnny Manziel came in a couple of times this year, because the coach was told in a text message, put him in and run this play. So there's some interesting developments going on down there in Cleveland, and I don't know if Hoyer's going to stick around and be a part of that nonsense. But we shall see. I find this interesting. Just make marks. I don't know if this is just sparking and trying to bring attention to the NBA All-Star games now, but did you see that Kevin Durant issued an open challenge to anybody who wants to challenge him for his spot on the NBA or on the team?
No.
Well, apparently, Dallas Mavericks owner, the ever outspoken Mark Cuban, has decided to challenge him.
Oh, jeez.
Mark Cuban has gone on record as saying, I beat Dirk in a shootout, and I feel I can beat Kevin Durant for his spot, too. What is this kid's name? I forget what it is. Oh, Mike Weber. Mike Weber, the ultimate betrayer, who turned from his Michigan commitment to go to Ohio, is very upset now because apparently he feels deceived by Ohio. The man who recruited him to bring him there, that was going to be, that he thought was going to be helping him be his coach, has left the team for a pro team.
Uh-oh.
Yes, he's no longer there.
Should have stayed with Michigan.
And so now he has taken to the website saying how unhappy he is. Now, here's another funny thing that happened. We all thought that Coach Harbaugh was going to be silent and stuff on the whole rivalry things. Well, he took to his Twitter feed the other day saying, thought of the day, what a tangled web we weave when we first practice to deceive. And people are saying this is the first shot at him in Ohio. So, rivalry has started again.
It has.
It's not going to be all nicey-nice like everybody thought it was going to be. And here's an interesting one. Adamakin Sue says he wants to sign with the Seahawks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, brother.
So we may, after all these attempts thinking he was going to be here and coming back, and everybody was big plans that he was going to be signed, he now says he wants to play for the Seahawks. So there are some few interesting things for you guys to ponder over, and we'll give you more details if we find out anything more on those later in the week. But it's looking like Sue's not going to be the Lion next season.
No. Last thing I found here real quick, just a fun little fact for you. On today's date, February 18th, 1997, Wings coach Scotty Bowman gets his 1,000th career regular season win as a coach as the Wings defeats Pittsburgh 6-5 in overtime.
Oh, wow. A little history for you.
Yes. So, but that's all I got for you guys now.
Yeah, that's all I have for you, everyone. So have a great great start to your week. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone.
And I'm Jamie.
And if you're not down with that,
We got 2 words for you.